Hey, good morning. Good morning. Sorry for the black screen for a bit. It's going to take a second to hop on over there. There we go. Also, those clicks are really loud, so I apologize in advance for that. If you were wearing headphones and enjoying the quiet, calm music. Oh, that is so loud in my ears. Oh my goodness. That's enough. That's enough of that. Let's see. Good morning, Aegis. Good morning, George. How are you guys doing? Took a bit to get used to. Let's see, beat it a handful of times. Most of your experience. Oh, those weren't that loud? Okay, that's good. Well, they were very loud in my ear, I'll tell you what. Okay. Stay a while and listen. Actually, last episode, we just plunged right into playing. We didn't listen to any of the NPCs. So anyone who has not experienced this game, and it's old enough, there's probably a few, didn't get to hear all of the wonderful dialogue. So we're going to go back around town a little bit, and we're going to listen to some of the folks do their dialogue. Because, I mean, that's where most of the nostalgia is for me at this point in this game.
What ails you, my friend?
What ails us indeed. Let's talk to you, Pippin. Pepin. By the way, our Pippin is not technically named after this Pepin, but they're close enough that it's there. So look, what do you have to say about the butcher, buddy?
By the light, I know of this vile demon. There were many that bore the scars of his wrath upon their bodies when the few survivors of the charge led by Lazarus crawled from the cathedral. I don't know what he used to slice open his victims, but it could not have been of this world. It left wounds festering with disease, and even I found them almost impossible to treat. Beware if you plan to battle this fiend.
Hello, Philip. How are you? Okay, the voice is loud. Is the voice too loud? Can you hear the NPCs? Because I will make that, I will make an adjustment here if I need to. We have so many potions. We're good. We've got potions. We've got potions galore. Also, my mouse DPS is like, I may need to fix that while I'm waiting to hear back from you guys about that volume. Just gonna make a small adjustment here. Pardon the minor break in the action. I pulled up my mouse to change the DPI settings to raise it up a little bit and noticed that it was low battery, so I thought, well, I might as well plug it in. Let's see if we can, yeah, fix those DPI settings, because holy crap, that mouse. Yeah, let's crank that just a little bit. How was the volume for you guys? The music can be heard, but isn't overpowering. Okay, that's good. That's good. Sounds good, but not on a headset or anything. Okay, hey, as long as it sounds good. I should turn that up just a few decibels. Usually it doesn't take much.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
All right, tell us. We'll talk to you, Kane. Tell us about the butcher.
It seems that the Archbishop Lazarus goaded many of the townsmen into venturing into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son. He played upon their fears and whipped them into a frenzied mob. None of them were prepared for what lay within the cold earth. Lazarus abandoned them down there, left in the clutches of unspeakable horrors to die.
I apologize in advance. I may or may not have almost every voice line in this game memorized. I just enjoy listening to it. This is the nostalgia to me. I just love listening to the...
Whoa, what can I do for you?
The people. Alright, what can you tell us about the butcher, buddy?
I saw what Farnham calls the butcher, as it swathed a path through the bodies of my friends. He swung a cleaver as large as an axe hewing limbs and cutting down brave men where they stood. I was separated from the fray by a host of small screeching demons, and somehow found the stairway leading out. I never saw that hideous beast again, but his blood-stained visage haunts me to this day.
Oh, that's half the fun, Aegis. Okay. I do enjoy doing the lines. So, interesting side note before we delve finally back down into Labyrinth. See, we have no magical items and we don't have that. Oop, wrong button. Wrong game, wrong button. Adjustments need to be made. We don't have that staff down here, do we? I started a Minecraft world. Well, let's talk to Ogden, and then I'll go into story mode when we get back down into the labyrinth.
The village needs your help, good master. Some months ago, King Leoric's son, Prince Albrecht, was kidnapped. The king went into a rage and scoured the village for his missing child. With each passing day, Leoric seemed to slip deeper into madness. He sought to blame innocent townsfolk for the boy's disappearance and had them brutally executed. Less than half of us survived his insanity. The king's knights and priests tried to placate him, but he turned against them and, sadly, they were forced to kill him. With his dying breath, the king called down a terrible curse upon his former followers. He vowed that they would serve him in darkness forever. This is where things take an even darker twist than I thought possible. Our former king has risen from his eternal sleep and now commands a legion of undead minions within the labyrinth. His body was buried in a tomb 3 levels beneath the cathedral. Please, good master, put his soul at ease by destroying his now cursed form.
Okay, so that was the quest initiation for, now we have a new quest. The King Leoric.
Greetings, good master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
But we haven't finished the butcher yet, have we?
Yes, Farnham has mumbled something about a hulking brute who wielded a fierce weapon. I believe he called him a butcher.
Farnham? Farnham mentioned something about the butcher. We should go talk to Farnham. What have you to say, Farnham? I guess I need to do stone if I want to replicate these shacks.
And a fellow drinking peace?
I'm drinking base.
Big cleaver, killing all my friends. Couldn't stop him. Had to run away. Couldn't save them. Trapped in a room with so many bodies, so many friends. No!
Oh, poor Farnham. What about the curse of King Leoric?
I don't care about that. Listen, no skeleton is gonna be my king. Leoric is king. King! So you hear me? Hail to the king!
That's right, Farnham. You pick yourself back up after that terrible memory. Poor Farnham. There are technically some more NPCs about. What do you have to say?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Ah, the story of our king, is it? The tragic fall of Leoric was a harsh blow to this land. The people always loved the king, and now they live in mortal fear of him. The question that I keep asking myself is how he could have fallen so far from the light, as Leoric had always been the holiest of men. Only the vilest powers of hell could so utterly destroy a man from within.
Something vile and dark indeed. We don't have any items to identify.
Well, what can I do for you? I made many of the weapons and most of the armor that King Leoric used to outfit his knights. Oh, I even crafted a huge 2-handed sword of the finest mithril for him, as well as a field crown to match. I still can't believe how he died. But it must have been some sinister force that drove him insane.
Dark hintings at a very powerful and sinister force. Because that's how it began. Despite the name on the box, you're not introduced to the character or the concept of Diablo until much later in the game. Okay, so let's head down into the labyrinth. And our dude is still there from the butcher quest. Your death will be avenged. Fun fact, the voice actress that does the rogue in this game is the same voice actress that does Kasha in the rogues camp in Diablo 2. You swear that this is where they get the blacksmith from? I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon in so long. I don't remember a blacksmith character. I just remember, unless that is he. Oh yeah, he's the one training Hiccup. Yeah, okay. No, I know which character you're talking about. Okay, that's a dead end. We don't want to go that way. Let's go. Let's see. Level 3 is down there. Welcome to a huge portion of the game, actually, wandering around the map. Probably should have looked ahead on that one, but I didn't, so sorry. Yeah, so I started a Minecraft world because I was just kind of running through sort of perfecting this mod pack where I'm kind of adding things and looking for things I might want and removing things I don't want and all of that kind of fun stuff. And I spawned, and I was having, the early game is my favorite, so once I reach a certain point, I kind of tune out. So I was restarting over and over and over again in different worlds because none of them were grabbing me. And then I loaded in a world that was the biome that, oh, I saw you drop. I know you're down here. There you are. Not that we need mana, but hey. All right. I spawned in a world that was the kind of arid plains type place. And, it's just, I don't know, something about it, like, it was just so dead looking with the texture pack I had on. And so I thought, okay, rather than getting too big for my britches and running around trying to get all the things all at once, I'm just going to slow down. I'm just going to build a shack. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to build a small shack. And then I just took the local wood, which was this like red colored wood, and built that. And then when I was building it, I kind of, instead of just making like a basic square just to keep me safe, I kind of added a little bit here and a little bit there. And instead of putting in glass for windows or leaving windows kind of just open holes, I see, oh, did we get this shrine? I don't think we got the shrine apparently. Or maybe we did and it just, yeah, we did. Goodness, we're pretty much ready for level 3. I thought we hadn't cleared level 2, but we have. Check this door up here. Oh yeah, no, we've cleared, oh, chest? Okay. I mean, I suppose we can drop white items if we don't need them. So yeah, I was just kind of going through this like steady process of just, you know, I'm gonna put a little fence post right here, just randomly jutting out the side of the house. And I'm gonna put a lantern here, and I'm gonna put an empty chain right here. It kind of looks like a spider web or something kind of decrepit or lost. And then as I was doing it, the Tristram kind of music was just playing in my head. And I was like, this is like this shack in the opening of Diablo 1. This is like the shack in Tristram. Well, that's kind of cool. So then I kind of kept playing, and there's a cave right in front of the door of my shack. This is mostly where I spawned, by the way. And then I kind of kept going, and I managed to get some water to make a water elevator to get down this giant hole. Because, I mean, there's this massive cave right in front of my front door, basically. And kept going. And then it turns out that particular cave goes all the way down to the new kind of, I haven't explored it in modern Minecraft yet, but the new sort of endgame area that's like the deepest you can go in the game with the shulk and everything. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's literally the labyrinth. This is the deepest spot in the game, and it's right outside my door in this area that has this dead grass looking feeling, kind of like Tristram. So I thought, well, and I named the world save Condorus, as a matter of fact. So I thought, well, okay. So, we're just going for the whole Tristram theme now, aren't we? And then, so that got nicknamed the Labyrinth. And then, I thought, okay, well, I need to start coming up with rooms. You know, I have a cooking mod and I have a magic mod. Well, I need a witch's hut. Oh, Adria's hut. I'll just make a whole new, rather than having one big building with all the rooms in it, I'll create a whole little village. And I'll put all the separate facets of expansion that I have in the game in these little huts. So I'll have I'll make Adria's witch's hut, and it will be where I put all the magic mod stuff. And then I'll name this shack the Tavern of the Rising Sun, and it'll be where all the food mod stuff goes. And I'll make a blacksmith. And then I thought, oh my god, I'm building Tristram. And then after that, the next immediate follow-up thought was, well, if I build Tristram, then obviously I have to find... we'll probably have to find a bit of a guide on that one, but obviously I have to find and build a mega cathedral over the top of the hole that is the labyrinth. Close the rest of it off and then have it be a hole similar to Diablo 3. I don't think I'm going to build like stairs or anything like that. And so it started with like, I just want to slow down and enjoy this run of Minecraft for a little bit until I get tired of it. And then that quickly shifted into this whole project. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, well, you were supposed to dodge that arrow. So that's my Minecraft story. Alright, what book is that? Book of Inferno. Okay, I like that idea. Yeah, we'll take the Book of Inferno. Armor 6, these have armor 7, and they're enchanted. We like that idea better. Let's take a look at our leveling screen, shall we? So we're pretty high magic because I want that healing spell at some point. I don't remember for the rogue how much the dexterity just increases to hit or increases actual damage. Oh, it does increase damage. Okay, let's get our 2 hit up and our damage up. Okay. I'll continue to explore. Now, when I was wee little and I didn't know about King Leoric, somebody told me... Ooh, Staff of Charge Bolt. So we can probably... we don't have anything magical at the moment. Let's take this Holy Bolt spell. That might come in handy. I mean, we have all this mana. We might as well use it for something. See, all of these are scrolls of healing. 1 scroll of identify. We've got 2 scrolls of Inferno. I don't like the scrolls of Inferno because anytime I try to use them, I'm usually spamming them. And scrolls aren't really spammable. Oh, there's a door over here. Okay, I'll open the door. Oh. That Holy Bolt didn't do a lot of damage, did it? I think my bow does more damage than that does. Holy Bolt is specifically for skeletons too. Well, it did some damage to them. It kind of 2-shots them. It's just slow to fire, and the bow is faster. That's probably why. Okay, maybe the, yeah, because the Holy Bolt ain't gonna hurt them then. Let's try that Scroll of Inferno. Oh, he got hit by the thorns damage and he just died. Well, he just walked right out of that. Some spells are sometimes really slow to fire. Let's see. Oh, you guys are gonna run away from each other, so I can't. Yeah, I was gonna try and get both of them in the... Okay, yep. I was gonna try and get both of them in the Inferno.
I have no room.
Oh, we will make room, because the staff is way more valuable than some robes. Ooh, Staff of Lightning. This is the reason you love isometric dungeons.
I don't have
fair
a spell
play.
ready.
Oh, yeah. I used up all of my, Alright, Holy Bolt. Okay, there we go. Wow. Okay, we got a level up from that. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and pump up our decks some more. Because we are a DPS, we are a rogue. That's how rogues do. And then hopefully after this run, we'll get enough money. Oh yeah, that Holy Bolt's actually dealing way more damage.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, let's see if we can move. Not that it helps us any. Oh, it might help us some. Let's move. Whoop, come back here. Let's move some of these down into the belt. There we go. Now we got room for that scimitar, and we can go ahead and head back up to town. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super into the idea of Shadow Dark. I don't think it sounds like... I mean, if someone really wanted me to try it, I might try it, but it doesn't exactly sound like my style in terms of a tabletop experience. But the slot system, when they mention the slot system, this is basically what I'm picturing. And heck, I might even try to find a way to implement that into my Daggerheart game, because, like, I like that idea. Oh, I just gotta go through these doors. Wow, all of the, this is like the magic run of Diablo. All of the stairs manifested next to each other. Alright, let's go sell some stuff. It's a phenomenal game. I love this game. Oh, we haven't talked to Jillian yet. Let's talk to Jillian, the barmaid.
Good day. How may I serve you? When Farnham said something about a butcher killing people, I immediately discounted it. But since you brought it up, maybe it is true.
It is very true.
I don't like to think about how the king died. I like to remember him for the kind and just ruler that he was. His death was so sad and seemed very wrong somehow.
D3 is definitely fun. I was among the folks that were very disappointed when it came out. Oh, that one is not identified. Okay. Okay. Oh, minus 60 to damage, and that's why you save before you identify, because that scimitar is actually more valuable unidentified.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Okay. Let's see. Repair. Yeah, let's definitely repair our stuff. I don't know that we need to repair the stabs necessarily. What do you got? Well, actually, let's hold off. Let's see if we can get some town portal from Adria. It was a drastic change from D2. There's elements of... Last time I played, I called it cartoony. I'm not sure how best to describe it, but for example, what happened to Deckard and the character of Deckard. Like, I get that he's Deckard Cain, and I get that he's... you know, a Diablo staple, and they probably wanted to have him in the game, but and I'm not even upset at his death necessarily. I'm just kind of like, okay, so he's the elder in this game, and then he's around for all of this game, all of D2, and then he raises a kid for 20 years. Like, I mean, I don't know, there's just something that kind of wiggles my brain about that timeline. It just feels a little stretched. And then I loved Tyrael in the second game. I wasn't as fond of the wing design. There's a detail about the wing design that just niggled my brain, and once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it, so that kind of just sat there like niggle the whole time.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Alright, let's see. We probably don't actually need to sell that much, I guess. We do need to sell these, though. But in terms of scroll and mana, we're probably good. But let's see what you have. A scroll of Town Portal would be really nice. A book of Town Portal would be better. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and pick up a scroll. We have enough money. This will just save us a little bit of walking. Yeah, it's really hard to put my finger on what I don't like about D3, because it's not substantial, it's subtle. It's not like, oh, I hate D3 and D3's the get. No, I put hundreds of hours into D3. I enjoyed it plenty. So it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just there's something that just isn't quite... I don't know, like Tyrael becoming mortal and falling, and that's kind of like... I don't have a better suggestion for a better mechanic or anything like that. I just know that I don't 100% like it. Like, I don't 100% buy it. The character of Leah was... Again, I don't hate her, but I don't really love her either. And some of the scenes and some of the moments felt... Is it forced? It's... I don't know. I described it as feeling kind of comic booky. And maybe that's the point. Maybe Diablo was meant to be comic-y and campy. But there's just... I don't know. There's something kind of Capcom feeling about the whole thing. It's like cheesy in a way that didn't feel quite right. And then D4, I both like, I like D4 better than D3, and I also don't. Like, it's weird. Some of the story and of course I'm only talking about the like single player campaign. I'm not getting into any of the multiplayer or any of the this and the that. I understand that D3 and D4 were entirely designed to keep people playing as long as possible. Almost even more so than the first two, even though the first two are better at it. Losing focus. Squirrel. Oh, I got him even after he turned invisible. How cool is that? I got him when he was invisible. How cool is that? Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Oh, wrong spell. Oh, there's a super here. That's why. Okay, let's see. Do we have an Inferno? Yeah, we've got an Inferno. Maybe I'll Inferno you guys.
Not enough mana.
I got some of y'all. I had to at least damage them. There we go. We got the special. Dagger. And one more comes around the corner. Alright. Oop. Popped out and jump scared me there, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. There's moments I really like in D4. There's also this feeling of like, you guys are running out of story, aren't you? You're running out of, you know, the first one and the second one went seamlessly together. The third one felt kind of contrived, but it was to a degree where I could at least... Okay, alright, yeah. There's one giant soulstone MacGuffin that definitely was written later after the fact, but... Okay, fine. We're gonna trap all the evils in one soulstone. Okay, and then they become the prime. Okay, fine. It's contrived, but I'll bite. I'll go along for the ride here. But 4 was like, I mean, after the quote-unquote prime is defeated, what happens next? You've got 4 games of, we put them in a soulstone, they pop out. We put them in a soulstone, they pop out. We put them in a soulstone, they pop out. How many... A, how many times are you going to keep repeating that? And B, you know, yeah. I don't know. I'm probably not explaining myself very well. Ooh, that was the wrong direction to point that in. I know there was some other stuff down here. At least I thought there was. You like the fall of Tyrael? Let's see. I mean, that's probably one of the story beats that I dislike the least, I'll put it that way. Or that niggles me the least. I shouldn't even say dislike, but niggles. It was a little bit repetitive. Like 3 was the time frame to expand outside of the Soul Stones narrative. And we went right back into the Soul Stones narrative. And then with 4, on the one hand, I love lore, so I like seeing extended lore. I like that whole concept. On the other, it's kind of like they're reaching. I don't know if contrived is the right word, but it felt like reaching. It felt like, again, like cartoony, like we're stretching. And I know it saying stretching beyond believability in a fantasy world is a little bit like, well, it's fantasy, but I don't know. It stretched it for me. But that's not to say that I don't enjoy it. Like I was actually planning on doing after I finish this, continuing and just doing an actual run through of all the games. Much focus, such silence. Tori went quiet on us. She went quiet on us. But no, yeah, no, I enjoy them enough that I'll even once in a while, like I might sit down and replay them again. Just cause. But the first 2 definitely had it in ways that the 3rd and 4th one just didn't. Okay, okay, oh, we're dead. Okay. Or we're not dead, but good grief. I got trapped. That was my fault. I honestly thought I was gonna die there. I forgot I had those healing potions, and I'm not very good with the numbers on my keyboard past like 4, so there we go. It only occurred to me at the very last minute that I should probably hit the button for the Scroll of Healing. Oh, Scroll of Town Portal, how nice. Alright, let's see. Let's get a little bit more vitality this time around. We're only seeing small aspects of the lore and some of what we are. Unreliable narrators. Yeah. I don't know that the unreliable narrators argument I mean, you're see. Oh yeah, that's the bright light. We want to keep that. Let's see. What do you got? Do I have identify? Yeah, I do. Oh, shoot. Okay. We're identifying it anyways. Oh, good. High durability. Good, good, good. It was valuable. It was valuable. Alright, actually we're just gonna put these in here because they're not healing items. Oh, hey! Jekyll? Jekyll. Let's see. The second one, the manual had a bunch of lore first game didn't touch, plus the ending. Hello, Saxius. Yes. This is the first video game I ever played, and a big influence on why I'm a gamer in the first place. This game probably easily cemented my love of video games. This and one other one, which we'll get to maybe eventually on the channel. I had almost forgotten about that one, but now that you think... Ooh, that was a Scroll of Stone curse. We're not ready for the Butcher quite yet, but... I always love the D1 portals too. In my mind, this is the peak of Portal. Right, this right here. That is peak Portal. I wished all the portals would look exactly like that. I don't dislike the floating ones, but I like the grounded one, and I like the black center with the jewelry outside. Well, I'm glad that a couple people who struggled with the game are here, because we are gonna get through it, buds. I can't do Stone Curse yet.
Whoa! What can I do for you?
Let's repair some of our armor. And our bow. We're gonna sell the rest. Let's see. We're good. We're good. We're good. What do you got? Do you got anything? Ooh, I like that. I like that +9 to dexterity. Dang. 13? I don't think we have enough gold, though. I'll take the +9. Ah. Okay. Armor of skill. What are we losing? Yeah. We're losing the thorns damage, which has been funny up to this point.
What
but...
can I do for you?
Right. Yeah, that's 1,000. Okay. Sometimes the numbers throw me off and I have to like stop and look at them like, what? And hello, Grumpy, by the way.
You, my friend?
Saw you come in. There's something about everyone in the Diablo world. The chat went past that. I can't quite see all of that. So for Saxius and for anyone else who missed it earlier, I started a Minecraft world and I sort of accidentaled myself into rebuilding Tristram in Minecraft. Although looking at it now, apparently I done messed up. I have a darker roof on a lighter wall, and I done messed up. I need to instead put down the darker wood and then put a lightweight. I wonder if I could use like straw or something. I'm not sure. Oh, let's get some potions from you before we head out.
What ails you, my friend?
All right. Yeah, just a couple. Because they're cheap. And then like, you don't have scrolls, do you? Oh, you do have scrolls. Oh, the scrolls are the same price? Oh, that's just unfair. I didn't realize the scrolls were the same price. I just gotta like get to them. Okay. Let's also check out what books Adria has. How much money we got? We don't really have enough money. I guess we're not going to be buying any books. Yoink. Oh, also, yoink. We'll keep that scroll of town portal. These are good for groups, actually. I like Inferno for groups. Well, I'm working on making Tristram. I started with the first. So basically what happened is I spawned in an area that has grass, but the grass looks very dead and the trees are very sparse and thin, exactly like this. And so I built a little shack to survive the night, and I realized I need to expand because I've got mods and stuff. So I need like areas to do magic. And I thought, well, rather than building one big building and putting all the rooms in it, how about instead I do a little building and I make a shack with just, you know, and I build like a little village type thing. So I'll have a witch's hut for it. Oh, witch's hut. And as soon as that went through my mind, I was like, oh my god, I'm building Tristram. So the first one's going to be the inn, which looking at it, this one's actually bigger. That's a corner building. So I could probably add an addition onto the shack that I have if I wanted to make that the tavern. And it's a tavern, not an inn specifically. And then, yeah, I remember this one was... The blacksmith was built with like an open porch area, so I'm gonna have to remember to add the porch. And then where I'm actually, you know what? The shack that I've got right now has only beds in it. It's a small shack. I might make that Pippin's house. So if I make that Pippin's house, then the next building I need to build will be the inn. And I have a well too. I actually have a little stone 4x4 where the well is. And I went ahead and put my waystone there because it made sense, but... I can put the waystone a little further out. And the placement is not going to be exact. Like, I'm just going to put the buildings. It's just going to be a thematic recreation of Tristram. I'm not going for like a 1-to-1 ratio. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, Aegis, because I used to have one of those way back in the day and I sold it because I didn't like it. It's just anytime I have to move my hand, if my hand can stay in the same spot, then I know where all my keys are. If I have to move my hand, then that's where I start running into trouble. I have to look down at the screen, which is why a backlit keyboard is like a non-negotiable for me. I have to have backlit keyboards because I gotta see what I'm doing. Exactly. I had one, that was back when I was living in a different house, and that was back when my buddies were trying to get me into World of Warcraft, because one of them was a huge Warcrafter. I think that was like before Warlords of Draenor came out. Okay, so if that's down to... Oh, wrong way. I need to go this way. This one down here is down to level 4. We need... Oh, and I missed. I need to go up and over. I need to go up and to the left. Oh, there's a sword here. We'll just pick that up while we're down here. Claymore. We need to find down to Leoric's tomb. I don't know that I quite want to take on Leoric just yet. But we might go clear out some skellies. Yeah, this has got to be down to the tomb, doesn't it? Yeah, this is down to the tomb. This is the other thing that bugs me so much about 3, is they couldn't even... They put Leoric in there, and it really feels like the only reason he's in there is like, oh, remember this guy? Remember this guy from the first game? Because, of course, he's not in 2 at all. It feels like dangling member berries. It doesn't feel like it needs to be there. It doesn't feel like he has any real impact on the story. They could have used anything to gate the player, you know, to get them to go. Because all it is like, okay, go talk to this person, you know, go find Cain. I'm down with that. Go find Cain. Okay. Oh, Leoric's return. Oh, fancy that. It's the return of Leoric. Remember him from the first game? Member berry. And then it's like, oh, but you need to go get his crown. Oh, you need to go talk to this guy first. Then you need to get his crown. Then it's buried over here. It's just like it stretches out the gameplay. And every time I play it, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's borderline Bioshock levels of just stretching the gameplay by moving the goalpost. By nesting the quests. Here's your actual quest, but in order to do that, you gotta do this. But in order to do that, you gotta do this. You did use it. Yeah, I used to use it too, and then I stopped using it, and after a while I got it tired of being on my desk and I sold it. Yes, Aegis. Guild Wars 2 would be one area where that would be really, really useful, actually. Steve insists on playing Guild Wars 2 with a 9-button mouse, and I cannot do. I can do a 6-button. I have a hex, but I cannot do a 9-button.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
Hold on. That was the right one. Yeah, so anyways, all of that to say that I don't really appreciate Leoric's presence in the... Now, I do think going through his manor is interesting. I do think some of the locations are interesting, but him himself I'm not super into. Because it feels like it's just there to dangle nostalgia. It doesn't feel like it was the natural direction the story was going. But maybe I'm being too harsh. I hate that there's archers up here. Yeah, let's take care of you guys. Can you guys not get through there? Is that barred? Oh, it is barred. Oh, wow. Okay. We might not unlock that yet. We might just clear out some skillies. I don't know. Usually I do try to take care of Leoric while I'm here. Usually I don't continue past into 4, but there's another part of me that doesn't feel very qualified. It's early in the morning. I don't have... Yeah, we probably should like load up on at least mana or something. Oh, hey, Galaxy. Hello. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Super glad to see you're here. Yeah, let's go to town real quick and settle some of this stuff. Always super excited to see Galaxy Fox here. Okay. Glad to hear that you're doing good. Could use that stun curse on him. Any more longbow. Oh yeah, the spiked club. Okay, here we go. Spiked club of light. Yep. And then of the bear. Yep, knockback. Of the bear is knockback.
Wow, what can I do for you?
Sweet. Yes, give me all the money. Oh wait, a longbow. I don't know that I want a longbow. The 1 to 6 to me isn't worth it compared to the 3 to 5. The only downside to playing a rogue in this game is that the bows are like, there's not a lot of them. You basically are reliant on like a handful of specific magical ones. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, because I think a war bow is the next one. There's unlike the melee weapons in this game or the staves, because you can get different spells for your staff. Oh, we're just gonna use both of these mana potions. Okay. Let's take a trip across the way. Ooh. Yes, I am a big fan of Daggerheart, up to and including already. Actually, honestly, turning Daggerheart into Divinity Original Sin 2 is like, it practically wrote itself. Like, literally, I changed like 2 things.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
It was. Oh yeah, in fact, Aegis, we're doing that later today, aren't we? I'm gonna teach Aegis Daggerheart today. My players are playing a Qatar. So I took a page from the campaign frame and I limited the ancestry choice. I follow that whole concept of like if you had all 18 ancestries available, that is a bit kitchen sink. That is a bit like, yeah. So I created my own campaign. Well, I already have an established world that's modular, so I can plug and play other worlds into it. So everything takes place in the same universe because it's so easy to just add kind of whatever I want to it whenever I want. And then, so they're on a piece of that. And then, so I borrowed the concept of the campaign frame and I made it a lot more focused. Sorry that there's nothing going on screen, but, I got distracted. But, you can hear me? What? Could you not hear me? Guardian Bard Rogue. Yeah, so I did a campaign, did my own campaign frame, but I borrowed the tenets of it where I had a particular name, a particular theme, a particular kind of like, okay, here's what this is all about. I have environmental effects that are going on, and I have a limit to the available ancestries and communities to make cohesion within that world. So like, you know, you don't just have random kitchens, you know, and in fact I have, it's a jungle world, so I have Galapas and I have Ribbits and I have some of those people, but I also have a village made of those people on the map. So it's it makes sense that a Ribbit would be in there. They're in a jungle and there's a village of Ribbits in that jungle, so the world and the players community are a little more in sync that way. And then and I just got invaded by 2 furballs. Yeah, so we did that. One of them's playing a Qatari I wonder if his breathing is coming through the mic, because it's coming through my headphones through the mic. So yeah, Qatari, oh, wizard, that's what she is. I couldn't think. Wizard, and then he's a Galapa Ranger. And then Steve's gonna be joining us. Now Steve wants to play a Clank, which isn't technically part of this setting, but he talked to me about it and we kind of worked it out. And I really, really, really want to get him to play with us, so I'm being a little more lenient because I know that if he gets to play what he wants to play, he'll be a lot more engaged. And I really want to get him to actually follow through and play with us, so. Oh, you were watching a silent stream. Oh, I'm sorry. Tori, focus. You and tangents. Wait, are you telling me that the tangents are bad? He asked me a Daggerheart question I could not answer. like that system way too much. Oh, if you hear sneezing and noises, I don't know if they're coming through the stream, but they're coming through my... They're coming through my mic, through my headset, for sure. He's got lung problems, so... Healing... Alright, well... We'll get this, and then we'll get some potions of mana. Meow. Part of me wants to get Firewall, but... But, are you sneezing? Are you sneezing near the mic? You need to not, buddy. Buddy. Oh, you were just teasing me. Stopping one tangent to talk about Galaxy not hearing you. Pet the kittens. Yes, the kittens are the entire time that tangent was going on. One of the kittens, which is on my desk currently, is getting aggressive pets. Is the tangent of a tangent a cotangent? Yes! Yes, Grumpy! Yeah, Shadow Dark's got a lot of attention behind it. You know, I was commenting back and forth with someone on a video yesterday where I was talking about, like, because I said something about DC and Daggerheart are the only non-D&D systems I've played, and they responded to me with something along the lines of, you know, oh, you've just only started, and I said something, I can't remember exactly, but something along, well, for one, I have a problem finding players, so, there is that. Makes playing a whole bunch of different games hard if you don't have the players to play them. And then I said something else too about what I really wish I could do is I really wish I could run a campaign where we played like 3 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, you know, every day or every other day or something like that for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then I could stop and that campaign would be over and I could go do something else. Like the way my brain naturally works is I really, really, really want to just play Daggerheart and only play Daggerheart. So I would just play, get through that campaign, and then after about 2 to 3 weeks, I'm like, okay, now I'm really into Minecraft. I don't want to play Daggerheart anymore. So I wish I could go on like a cycle like that. Oh my goodness, you are being so, I need my mouse, buddy. Buddy, I need my mouse. Are you gonna jump on the lap or are you gonna stay on the desk? You gotta make up your mind, buddy. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, no biting. This is my water and my coffee and you can't have it. RPG vacation. Yeah, I wish that I could run groups and... Buddy, this is my keyboard. You can't have... There, purr into the mic, okay? Purr into the mic. Don't make gross licking noises into the mic, though. Just purr into the mic, okay? There you go. You got some cat purrs. Okay. What's funny about this is that I'm holding him. He is lying sideways with his feet pressed against my middle. His middle lying on my arm, being held like a foot away from my body. Like, he is such a weird cat. He is such a weird cat. Okay, buddy, can I go back to actually playing the game? That's what everyone's here to see is Diablo. Well, actually, they're here to listen to me, the crazy people that they are. I love you, crazy people. He's trying to bat the gauntlet icon on my screen. He is watching the mouse icon and was trying to bat at it. That was cute. That was so cute. Okay. Pippin. His name is Pippin, Grumpy.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
Alright, I guess we're gonna give this a shot. We're probably gonna die at least once. See if we can, like, lure him out or something. I don't want to go in with all the archers over in there. Buddy, don't hit my monitor, okay? Alright, let's see if we can lure some of these guys out and away from the archers. Oh, he found the bell. Oh, there he is. He's gonna keep rezzing dudes, isn't he? Alright, let's see if we can get these archers that were nice enough to follow us all the way out here. Oh, he's raised more. Has he raised more? Oh, that's a high level. Okay, that was me spamming it and he moved. Oh, cool, bro. Oh, that used up all of my mana. Or did it? Yay, we got him.
Rest well, Leoric. I'll find your son.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Yay, Holy Bolt. That level up came in clutch, though, I'm not gonna lie. Refilling my mana bar when it did. Let's get some magic, because I know we're gonna need it to get Stone Curse at some point. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. I just have such a tendency to do that, don't I? Well, now I just need a mouse icon that looks like a laser pointer. Apparently I already have one. Because he saw that gauntlet and he was like, I want it. Alright. Yeah, just the bow users, please. Just the bow users. Where are you guys? There you are. Oh, gosh. Wait, what? Did I, like, drop it? Oh, I think I dropped it instead of using it. I meant to hit a scroll of healing, and I think I just dropped it on the ground. Yay. Well, I'm really excited. I thought for sure I was gonna die. I was way more nervous. Turns out all I had to do was lure him into the room and circle around a little bit, clearing some skellies. To be fair, if I'm shooting blue fire, you would not just stand there. Yeah, no, he dodged like 90% of those holy bolts. Uncool, man. Alright, unidentified crown, but it's a gold item. I think that's it. Oh, I think there's another room back here. Chamber of Bone. Eternal death awaits any who seek to steal the treasures secured within this room. So says the Lord of Terror, and so it is written. Beyond the Hall of Heroes lies the Chamber of Bone. We'll get there eventually. Treasure chest. Book of Firebolt. Our Firebolt's gonna be pretty high level by this point. Because the way it works in this game is if you keep reading the same book over and over again, it just levels you up. And anybody can cast any spell that they can find the book for. So right now, our Firebolt is level 3, so it only takes 3 mana, and it does 8 to 17 damage, which is like more than my bow. By a lot. Alright, here we go. No mice in the world would be mine. It's one of the things I miss in Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. I miss the gauntlet. Or actually, I guess I don't remember if Diablo 4 has the gauntlet, but I know that D3 didn't. It had just the stupid pointer thingy. I was so disappointed. I was like, where is the gauntlet? It's not Diablo without it, man. I just had to learn to live and let live without the gauntlet. Okay. Our cat is Thanos. Alright, where is D... Okay, you gotta go down and around the... Okay, I see. You gotta go down over here, and then through here, and then down, and then... You'll reach 4. I don't want to accidentally... I should be using my firebolt more often. Dang, 8 to 17? That is a ton of damage. Okay, down to level 4 we go. Beep boop boop beep boop boop beep. We dialed up Tristram. That's what the beep boop, the subconscious beep boop sounds were. Okay. I'm gonna actually bring that just a hair up. Come on. There we go. Let me know if that's an issue, but...
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, it's the Undead Crown. Armor 8 unique item. Okay, let's go back. What do you got? Oh, it's life stealing. Armor class 8. Resist. But I like the bonus to my light radius. And I like the lightning resists. But I like the life stealing more, so we're gonna shunk. Great. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't,
Hello,
you can't
my friend.
escape.
Stay a while and listen.
Tristram Online. Alright, the club is of dexterity. The short sword is of strength. And the saber is of quality, so all of those are good. One of the really nice things about Diablo 1 is there's a limited number of prefixes and affixes, and in general, you get to a point where you know what does what. I mean, those were self-explanatory because they were of, you know, of strength, of dexterity. That's going to add strength and dexterity. But things like of the bear gets knockback, of the mind means magic bonus, of the... And you get to the point where you start learning them. So you don't really need to read all of the text underneath.
Stay for a moment. I have a story you might find interesting. A caravan that was bound for the Eastern Kingdoms passed through here some time ago. It was supposedly carrying a piece of the heavens that had fallen to earth. The caravan was ambushed by cloaked riders just north of here along the roadway. I searched the wreckage for this sky rock, but it was nowhere to be found. If you should find it, I believe that I can fashion something useful from it.
Hey, Fred. He said stay a moment. He said stay a moment. Kane said stay a while and listen.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
So let's get rid of these. I don't want to part with my blue cap just yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready, guys. I'm not ready yet.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Actually, I think I leveled up, and I think it only changes on level up. Robes of power. They're robes, but they add 15 to strength. Good grief. They're also really expensive. I don't have that kind of money yet, guys. I don't have any magic items either. Alright, fine.
What ails you, my friend?
Alright, let's receive healing and let's buy... Oop. No. Scroll of healing, that's what I want. I like them, they're useful. Apparently I can't hit the button. Maybe that's why scrolls are not as effective as potions. Because potions you can just hit the button and they activate, and the scrolls don't seem to do that. So I could put the scrolls over here. And then let's go get some. I don't think he had mana potions. I think he had rejuve potions. Let's go get some mana potions from her. And then let's talk to some folks about some of these new quests that we've got. I don't think I can. Can I talk to him about Leoric?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Just the.
The curse of our king is past, but I fear that it was only part of a greater evil at work. However, we may yet be saved from the darkness that consumes our land, for your victory is a good omen. May light guide you on your way, good master.
Thank you for closing out that quest for us, Ogden.
Master, I have a strange experience to relate. I know that you have a great knowledge of those monstrosities that inhabit the labyrinth, and this is something that I cannot understand for the very life of me. I was awakened during the night by a scraping sound just outside of my tavern. When I looked out from my bedroom, I saw the shapes of small, demon-like creatures in the inn yard. After a short time, they ran off, but not before stealing the sign to my inn. I don't know why the demons would steal my sign, but leave my family in peace. 'Tis strange, no?
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I ran away for a hot second while he was talking. I have not beaten the Butcher yet. I deliberately hold off until I can gather up a couple of Scrolls of Stone Curse, and then I just Stone Curse him a couple times and wear him down. Because turns out it's really easy to just walk past his room. Okay, so we don't have any mana potions. That's fine though. Let's just go with this. Although we do want a town scroll. Okay, let's just come over here and get a couple town scrolls and then stock them. Who knows? Maybe if I don't get sidetracked into playing my Tristram Minecraft all day, I'll try to get more progress on the next video project that I'm working on.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Specifically, I have another. Ooh, I don't have the money for that though. Dang it. So we're just gonna get one more. That's fine. One thing that's really nice about Diablo 1 and a little bit Diablo 2, but it started going away, is the whole concept of having like thousands of millions of gold. As you can see, we're 4 levels down and gold is still an issue. It's still a resource that actually kind of sort of needs to be managed. Like I don't have so little that I can't get basic healing, but I don't have so much that I'm like a quarter of a millionaire by the end of the first area. And I appreciate that. We should talk to some people too. We should listen to some stuff. Let's
I don't have a spell ready.
I right-clicked on accident. Let's talk to Kane for a little bit.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Griswold speaks of the Heavenstone that was destined for the Enclave located in the east. It was being taken there for further study. This stone glowed with an energy that somehow granted vision beyond that which a normal man could possess. I do not know what secrets it holds, my friend, but finding this stone would certainly prove most valuable.
Indeed, the magic stone.
I see that this strange behavior puzzles you as well. I would surmise that since many demons fear the light of the sun and believe that it holds great power, it may be that the rising sun depicted on the sign you speak of has led them to believe that it too holds some arcane powers. Perhaps they are not all as smart as we had feared.
Indeed. What's under the gossip? What do you got to say?
The story of Wirt is a frightening and tragic one. He was taken from the arms of his mother and dragged into the labyrinth by the small, foul demons that wield wicked spears. There were many other children taken that day, including the son of King Leoric. The knights of the palace went below, but never returned. The blacksmith found the boy, but only after the foul beasts had begun to torture him for their sadistic pleasures.
Yes. Poor Wirt. The people have definitely suffered a lot in this town, and it very much shows. It's one of those where you're not just... I mean, because of the nature of the game, everything is a tell, don't show in this game, but you're told in a very shown kind of way. One NPC we haven't even seen yet in this run. Isn't he over here? Yeah, there he is.
Psst, over here.
Do I even have 50 gold? I don't think I have it. I think I dropped it off, yeah.
If anyone can make something out of that rock, Griswold can. He knows what he is doing. And as much as I try to steal his customers, I respect the quality of his work. I know more than you think about that grisly fiend. His little friends got a hold of me and managed to get my leg before Griswold pulled me out of that hole. I'll put it bluntly. Kill him before he kills you and adds your corpse to his collection. What? Is he saying I took that? I suppose that Griswold is on his side too. Look, I got over simple sign stealing months ago. You can't turn a profit on a piece of wood.
I kind of like Wirt.
If I were a few years older, I would shower her with whatever riches I could muster. And let me assure you, I could get my hands on some very nice stuff. Jillian is a beautiful girl who should get out of Tristram as soon as it is safe. Maybe I'll take her with me when I go.
Unfortunately, we know what happens. Also, fun fact for anyone who did not know, although I figure it's pretty well known by this point, but the rogue, this character from Diablo 1, is actually Bloodraven from Diablo 2. She becomes Bloodraven. Oh, I suppose we have a town portal over here, actually. So we're playing in Bloodraven in this game, and the next game we're gonna kill her. Alright. Yeah. Alright, yeah, exactly. R.I.P. Wirt, taken too soon. Alright, let's see if we can... Another really nice thing about Diablo 1 and 2 a little bit as well is that the monster and color variants make it so that it's very realistic for the player to actually memorize which monster does what and who's what tier. So like I know that the tiers of the skeletons are white skeletons 1, ooh goodness. White skeletons 1, red next, and then these gray-black ones are the last tier. Oh my goodness! Stop! Let me hit you.
Not enough mana.
Thank you. Goodness, give me a warbow. Yeah, we don't have any more mana. Okay, we're gonna keep exploring around here though. We're gonna try to push as far as we can get. Probably should have used one of my scrolls, but that's okay. I would say that the Diablo series is dark in Diablo 1, a little bit Diablo 2, if you count the World Stone and the betrayal at the barbarians. I don't really consider 3 all that dark at all. I consider 3 kind of cartoonish. And 4 is dark in a 4 is dark in a let me show off how grisly I can be type way. 4 oh, I might actually die. Okay, alright. Stop trapping me in the corner, please. Don't trap me in the corner, please. 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 Help me, please. There we go. Goodness, guys. I need more mana potions. 4 doesn't strike. In fact, I just went recently because I was trying to do a stitching challenge, so I put it up. I just recently went through the Dark Lore - Diablo 4 video, so I just recently went through the story. And the thing about the quote-unquote dark in Diablo 4 is it's so... Like, there's one moment in particular where the scale of it just gets to a point where it just completely drops you out of the whole thing. That's the druid who's cut in half and tied to the tree, but somehow still talking. And somehow still alive. And talking, and then also still talking with, enough to wait for you to go complete a quest and come back and still talking. Meanwhile, he has nothing below, like, the ribcage. Like, you're just gonna have to pass that off as magic. You know? Alright, well, I'll take all this gold. Thank you very much. To me, the truly darkest, like the genuinely unsettling darkest of the series is this one. Like Farnham's voice line about his friends and then him screaming out, like that to me is actually unsettling. Or hearing Griswold tell the story of how Farnham is the one who pulled him out of the labyrinth and Farnham is the reason that Griswold is alive. And then the entire game Farnham is completely drunk and like gone mentally. So you kind of get to witness firsthand the insanity. And it's done very subtly. It's not like they're going around like, oh, look how insane this character is. Look, see, they're so insane. They say random stuff. Look how insane they are. No, it's more of a slow build of like him just being drunk and occasionally saying coherent things, but then occasionally not saying coherent things. And it's much more subtle and slow and done over the course of the game. And because of that, I think it's much more effective. Like, the butcher in this game is actually scary. There's no big set piece, there's no big show piece, there's no big hurrah. There's literally just like, oh wow, that's a room filled with blood. That's creepy. And then you open it and then there's this uncanny voice and then it's like you move or you die. So it's just immediate and visceral and then it's over and then that's it. And there's something I think more impactful about that, whereas the way the butcher shows up in Diablo 3, again, it feels, at least to me, and I could be being overly harsh, but you know, I admit that I can be overly harsh sometimes. But at least to me, the butcher in Diablo 3 feels very like there's no other reason for him to be there other than, hey, remember this guy? Remember this guy from the first game? Look at that. Wasn't he such an experience from the first game? And the way that you walk in and he's in a whole arena and it's just this big battle arena and it's this big giant set piece. Like there's nothing about that anymore. It just, yeah. What is that? What is this? I have legitimately never seen that before. And I have played hundreds of hours into this game. Of course, the version of this game that I played was the CD copy. That's where most of my playtime is. Okay, well, we are immediately going to town because I want to know what that is. That was literally the entire point of D3. What is literally the entire point of D3? Member berries? What in the world with those rags?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
They're indestructible, torn flesh of souls. What is this? Armor class 8. Indestructible. Wow. Except this gives us +9 to dexterity, and I really like that dexterity. It is 1 higher armor class. It does give me vitality. It does decrease damage from enemies. But it also decreases the amount of damage I do. What do you guys think? I'm not seeing nearly as much benefit here. I'm thinking the quilted armor might actually be best. What do you guys think?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Ring of Zest. Fire resist. Yes, please. 100% yes, please. Alright, we'll go sell these items while I wait for the chat to catch up. Because there is a delay between
what can I do for you?
Where I'm at and where you guys are at. What you got? Ropes of power still. Those guys still. Yeah, we don't have the money for that. Alright, let's see if he has any potions. D1 only does that in very specific instances. It does not change the look. There's only certain armor pieces where...
What ails you, my friend?
Almost like tiers of armor where your look changes in D1. Which I'm okay with. Oop. I like having a couple of these around. We need mana potions though. Or we just don't cast spells. Quilted armor seems to be doing better. Let's see. Act 1 of D3 is basically just a way of representing how the evil spawned by how it can't be destroyed. And yet they built a new town over the top of it? That seems to be in contrast. Oh yeah, I'm with the Aegis. I will definitely spend way too long looking for outfits. But I'm one of those where I really like the armor not to show. Like, I want all of the benefits of the armor, but I don't want to be looking at like a walking metal tank the whole time. I like a sleeker look. So I'm very fond of the Transmogrify station in D3. And I'm very fond of how in D1 your look pretty much never changes even though you're putting on armor pieces all the time. Okay, so you see what I'm saying, Jekyll. Like, I'm not crazy. And it's one of those where once you see it, you kind of can't unsee it. Like, once you notice that for the first time... yeah. I lost my train of thought because the cat ran out the room and... Ooh, lightning. Ooh, town portal. Checking for gold, checking for gold. Okay. You prefer I prefer a rolling metal tank in substance, not appearance. I'll put it that way. One of the mods I have on in Minecraft is cosmetic armor, because what the heck is a point of having a nice skin if I never get to see the skin? Because it's always covered in armor. Actually, that reminds me, when I go back to my Tristram game, I need to get some armor. Oh, that was so nice of that level up to fill my mana bar. There's a plane going overhead. I don't know if that come through the... I don't think that's coming through the mic. I just channeled my inner Bob World Builder. And there's a plane. Alright, let's clear out this surrounding area here. That's right, we are in level 4. Let's see if we can keep going. Okay, so you basically take 3 shots. Ooh! Hey guys. Oh, we should really use our fireballs more often. Alright, let's do this. Because our fireball spell doesn't take a lot of mana, but does a fair amount of damage. Oh, there's a couple more of them. There we go. So for like 9 mana, we just killed that guy. That's a pretty good exchange rate. Also, I got a mana potion off of it. Yay! Probably one of those games where it's more engaging to play than it is to watch. Some games are like that. Some games are really easy and fun to watch. Some games are very much... they're only better when they're played. Just die already! Let's channel my inner bender there. Let's go already! Gosh, so many skeletons. Well, those guys were, like, easy. I feel like they were too easy. Exploding barrels. Oh, I picked up something. What did I pick up? Ooh, we have 2 scrolls of stone curse. Butcher might be this evening. Or evening, like, Butcher might be at the tail end of this. We might go get the Butcher, guys. I feel like we're ready. And it's not red. Yep, I feel like we're ready. Oh wow, this is one continuous room. Oh, you know what quest we didn't get though? The poison water supply. Okay, now we dealt with that. Let's get some gold. Probably should level up. Probably should head to town. Our inventory's so empty, though. I don't like to go back to town empty-handed, man. Just because we're out of mana doesn't mean we can't still fight. We have, health. Hate archers. Probably because archers can engage... When you're playing a rogue, archers engage you in your own territory, shooting you from way over there. Their range is so stupid, though. Like, they can be shooting... Like, this guy wasn't even on screen, and he was shooting me. Okay. Oh, a dagger. Okay, and just go through this mess, make sure that everything's picked up. Picked up. Oh yeah, no, I'm feeling like we're good. Two rolls of... If we can't get in between our fireball and our 2 scrolls of stone curse, we're... Okay, yeah, let's head back to town. Using portals because I'm lazy. Let's see. 2 hit, damage, magic, armor class. We already have a really high dex. Eventually, we're gonna need more strength in order to wear certain pieces of armor. I'm not sure where to spend that level up just yet. Oh wait, actually, when you talk to her, does that... I might have messed up. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, it'll just tell me I can't cast that here. Photos because you're lazy. You say I'm smart. I appreciate that, Aegis.
What ails you, my friend?
So I don't think, let's see. I picked up all my gold. Let's repair my stuff.
Well, what can I do for you?
ya? We did not get the... what's over here? Topaz armor of power. Resist all. Dang, that's nice. Okay. I'm trying to figure if I should do like more magic or maybe more dexterity. Or I could just put it, I could just dump it into vitality, I mean. Trying to remember if talking to her actually fills my mana pool.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Okay, let's see. Also, what do you have? Do you have any books? You don't have any books. Alright, we're gonna leave you alone then. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me wants to put it into magic. Vitality probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's go ahead and put in some in vitality and we'll figure it out later. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're not gonna go through that portal. It's actually gonna be faster to go this way, I think, because we'll see on the map where he is, and level 2 is pretty easy to get to. If I was smart, I would do, let's see, F1. Oops, nope, it's not F1. Can I do, is it F2? Or is it F5? Yeah, it's F5. Okay, so F5, F6, then we'll do F8. So you can actually hot swap between your... So yeah, so Stone Curse, Firebolts, yeah. That just lets me, excuse you. Oh, is it spacebar? Oh, it's spacebar that's doing it. Okay. Note to self, don't hit the spacebar. Oh yeah, look at that, the Butcher's Chamber is right next to... Alright, also save. Always save.
Fresh meat.
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
And the famous Butcher's Cleaver. And his infamous Butcher's Chamber. See? It actually looks scary this time. There we go, we did it. See, and that's why I do it the way I do, because that's just so much easier. You need about 2 scrolls.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Cleaver. It's a unique item, but we're not a melee fighter. Plus 10 to strength, unusual item damage. Area durability. Very unusual item damage, 4 to 24. But its durability alters. Look at that, it has 10 durability. Nah, in this case I think we are going to sell that particular item.
Well, what can I do for you?
That gold is better served for us to repair our items and maybe get some cool stuff. Alright, yeah, no, he's got the same stuff. I don't remember, I think it's level up he changes his stuff, and I don't think we're gonna see a warbow until like level 6. Yeah, we're not gonna see a warbow for some time. Okay. Oop, no. Scroll of healing. Yeah, these are all healing. Oh, that's my town portal. Okay. Okay.
Greetings, good master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
Alright, so we have now caught up on all of our quests. We never did get the poison water supply, which is a shame. And we still have... Yeah, I think I'm gonna not worry about the lack of mana at this point. we'll just clear up a little bit. See if we can find that magic rock. Actually, magic rock's on level 5. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. We'll go the long way, I guess. Let's see. Where is... This is level 3. Where's the level 4 staircase from here? Oh, we missed a chest, apparently. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's way down there. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to go through the 3 little columns. Okay, now I remember. Now I remember I have to go through the 3 little columns. I sense a soul in search of answers. Alright. Yeah, never mind what happens to her in 3. I don't dislike Adria's story, actually. There's, that's one of the few moments where the twist actually kind of makes sense to me, slash, I don't know, that does not disappoint me in any way. I kinda almost like Adria's turn there. That, I remember when I was playing that the first time, that actually felt like a gut wrench. I was like, oof. Okay, we already cleared that out, so let's go back up this way and go back up to the mega room. Because we've got another situation to deal with. I like the Adria heel turn. I did not like Magda. I could do without Magda. Magda just did not land for me. It's... And when I was playing the game the first time, it actually caught me off guard. I don't know if I just missed the foreshadowing, or what. Because now that I go back and play knowing the twist, I can kind of see the bits. But when I played it for the first time, I did not see it coming. Buddy. Buddy. Stand still. Buddy. Buddy. Stand still. Let me shoot you. Thank you. Good God. Yeah, Adria's turn seems more natural. It's one of the things in D3 that I think was actually executed pretty well. Because when you first meet her, she really rides that line of like, you do not want to trust her, but you're so distracted with Zoltan Cool that she kind of gets, you're like, I don't trust you, but we got bigger fish to fry.
Hey, you that one that kill all. You get me magic banner or we attack. You no live with life. You kill big uglies and give back magic. Go past corner and door, find uglies. You give, you go.
Find uglies. You give, you go. So there's actually 2 ways to end this quest, but we're gonna do it only one way. Yeah, I thought Adria was actually done really well. Magda and the Coven, not so much. Magda comes across to me as cartoonish and not a threat in any way. The closest she gets to a threat is freaking nabbing Cain while you're out grabbing the other sword piece. That was a waste of a fireball. A tavern sign. You can actually see it. That's the sign. Tavern of the Rising Sun. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Magda's kind of forgettable. And we barely remember her, but she's like the quote-unquote boss or whatever for all of the first act. Because when you first show up in Chaldeum, the whole point is that you're out to kill her. She's the one that summons the butcher, and then you gotta have a fight with her, and you gotta chase her all the way through Alcarnus just to kill her. Like, she's there for a huge chunk of the game.
You give? Yes, good.
Oh, shoot, I messed up. I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. Oh, okay, my bad. I so messed up.
Greetings, good master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
Oh, my bad. I was so busy talking about Magna that I messed up. Let's try this again. But yes, you can actually pick up the sign and you can actually give the sign to the demon. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I did not want to give the sign to the demon. I was so busy talking about... See, Magda? Gosh, you just mess up everything you touch, don't you? I blame Magda. Yeah, because she is the not the BBEG per se, because, you know, the lesser evils are the BBEG, but she's kind of the... she's the leader of the coven, and the coven is kind of like the thing that you're fighting all the way up till Belial, because Belial's her master. Emperor Hakan actually caught me too the first time I played the game.
Hey, you that one that kill all. You get me magic banner,
or we attack.
You no live with life. You kill big uglies and give back magic. Go past corner and door, find uglies. You give, you go.
So yes, option 1 is to go get the sign, bring it back to him, and then the wall falls down and he attacks you with a bunch of fallen ones. Or option 2 is we go get the sign and we go give it to Ogden, and which is always great. And then we go talk to him again and we don't give him the magic banner, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Just burning through all my town portal scrolls here.
Oh, we didn't have to bring back my sign, but I suppose that it does save me the expense of having another one made. Well, let me see. What could I give you as a fee for finding it? What have we here? Oh, yes. This cap was left in one of the rooms by a magician who stayed here some time ago. Perhaps it may be of some value to you.
It was left behind by a magician. Oh, that was a little loud. Okay. What does
Greetings,
this...
good master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
I want your cap. We have unidentified cap. It's unidentified. Shunk.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Armor -3. Unique item, but it has an armor -3. Armor -3, -1 damage enemies, +2 to all attributes, hit points, and mana +7. I don't know that the armor is... The extra 7 hit points aren't going to help me when I get hit. Thinking of armor class like D&D styles of armor class where it's a 2-hit number. You know what? I really like our lifesteal.
What can I do for you?
I'm just gonna... Yeah, 1,000 gold is much more valuable to me at this point. Oh yeah, I think everything's the same. Repair my bow just in case. Actually, I probably can leave my gold on me. I don't think it's hurting anything. Yet. I just now remembered where that habit comes from, actually. Me throwing my gold on the ground. It comes from the habit of gold stacks have a maximum. So this can only handle so many more gold pieces, and then the next gold I find is going to take up another inventory slot. So the habit is dropping it down on the ground because you don't have a chest in Diablo 1, and you don't want like 6 stacks of gold taking up inventory space. Alright, let's go talk to Adria the Witch.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
You know, we've never really talked to you. Let's see what you have to say about the magic rock.
The Heaven Stone is very powerful, and were it any but Griswold who bid you find it, I would prevent it. He will harness its powers, and its use will be for the good of us all.
In order for her turn in 3 to make sense with what we have in this game, you really have to know that her turn, like, she is not evil yet. This is not, she becomes evil after this, but at this point in the game, she truly is one of the good guys.
The greatest power is often the shortest lived. You may find ancient words of power written upon scrolls of parchment. The strength of these scrolls lies in the ability of either apprentice or adept to cast them with equal ability. Their weakness is that they must first be read aloud and can never be kept at the ready in your mind. Know also that these scrolls can be read but once, so use them with care.
Some in-game tutorials there. I like that. I don't remember the last time I've heard that. Let's get a town portal. Book of Healing. Yes, please. And you know what? Because we have the money... Actually, we'll hold off on this stone curse part, but yes, Book of Healing. So right now, Book of Healing is 20 mana. But if we find more books... whoops, wrong button. I keep hitting that button. If we find more books, we will get to a point where that healing spell is a lot cheaper. Aegis, if you go back and listen to the dialogue that she actually says throughout this, I would disagree with that. I think she's actually one of the good guys, but I think she has a spot in her heart for power, and so she's genuinely good, but not at a self-serving level of good. She's just good. She offers you really good advice. She warns you about things she doesn't have to. She gives you insights that she really doesn't have to. And she just does all of those things. I think that when Aiden comes back out of the cathedral is when the heel turn happens, because she's like, ooh, power? Ooh, I want that power. And we all know that, like, the whole point, particularly in the first game, is it's the corruptive nature of good people. So Leoric was a good guy. He got corrupted. Lazarus was a good guy. He got corrupted. Aiden was literally the good guy and got corrupted. Like, that's the theme throughout the whole thing. So I think that at this point in the game, she really truly is helping. Like, she is genuinely helping. But she has that seed, you know, that little bit in her heart that's like, yeah, but she kind of likes having power, and then that's what Diablo exploits. And the longer she stays here, the more it I think it's like Leoric, where it's like an overtime thing. She succumbs to it. One of the things that I really love, particularly considering that World of Warcraft and this come from the same company, and what they have done with World of Warcraft, is I really like how most of the Diablo lore has stayed intact from the beginning. I think that even though they added lore after this, because obviously when this game was made, there wasn't a whole lot of lore written. There was some, but not a ton. Like, because it was just this game was just this game, and when it blew up and they made a sequel, that's when stuff started getting written. But everything was written in such a way where you can still go play through this game and play through this story, and it continues. You know, there's a continuum. There's like one or two caveats, like I'm playing the rogue and not Aiden, and it would kind of, you know, make more story sense if I was playing Aiden, but that's a minor thing. To the best of my knowledge, there's no extreme retcons like there is in Warcraft. Oh. There we go, we got Snot Spill. I love that that's his name too. Snot Spill is so great. Remind me, Aegis, if you think of it, but every January they do an event in Diablo 3 where they have a portal that you go through, and you play through Diablo 3, but it's all dressed up like Diablo 1, and you get to kill, and there's certain achievements that you can get. You can get the you can get a profile frame that looks like this demon and this angel, and you kind of play through a couple of levels, and it's just a fun callback to Diablo 1. Yeah, this January, every January I used to go through and get those in Diablo 3, and then I stopped after a while. But if you remind me as we're doing this, because I mean, we're in August. It's only a couple of more months before we hit the end of the year. and we'll probably hit November, and I'm probably going to get the burn to play Final Fantasy X again, because I do every year. And it's always in November. It's always near Christmas. For some reason, I get the hankering to play that game. I don't think we've cleared 4 yet, so I want to hold off until I know we've cleared 4. But yeah, in January might be fun to go through, because if I'm doing a Diablo playthrough and I'm starting with the first one, I'm kind of committed at this point. Like, I'm gonna play all 4 Diablo games campaigns on the channel, and it's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, the first time that event happened, I like obsessed over it. I spent every hour after work obsessively rerunning it over and over and over again, because there's an achievement that you get and an item that you get if you kill all of the named bosses. But the thing is that the named bosses don't always spawn, so you have to rerun it over and over and over and over and over again to actually get all 13 bosses. And I had an Excel spreadsheet. I had like everything ticked off. I had like all of the requirements for the achievement, and I got both the devil profile picture and the angel profile picture and the butcher or whatever, the cow. Ooh. Hello. What's this?
All praises to Diablo, Lord of Terror and survivor of the Dark Exile. When he awakened from his long slumber, my lord and master spoke to me of secrets that few mortals know. He told me the kingdoms of the high heavens and the pits of the burning hells engage in an eternal war. He revealed the powers that have brought this discord to the realms of man. My lord has named the battle for this world and all who exist here the Sin War.
You know, sometimes I forget the fact that the Sin War was established all the way back in this game. When I first found that, when I was playing this as a kid, you know, Fred mentioned, you know, I haven't played this since uni. I think I was 9 when I played this the first time. And 9, 10, 8, somewhere in that range. And I just thought it was a cool voice. I was like, oh, look at the cool voice. Oh, I found one of the books. I liked finding the books because I liked the cool voice. But now going back and, you know, of course, there also wasn't a ton of established lore at that point either. I also started reading the Sin War book, actually. There are only 2 game universes that I am dedicated enough to the lore to actually read the physical books and not just watch lore videos on YouTube. And Diablo is one of those, and Dragon Age is the other one. In fact, I would really like to own physical copies of the Sin War books. I haven't finished them. I barely do any reading at all anymore. Although I did restart the Drizzt series. I started Homeland again. I went through Homeland, I went through Icewind Dale, I went through, oh, there's a special over there, that's why. I started Legacy of the Drow, which is the series after Icewind Dale, and I kind of lost it at that point. Because to me, and I don't know if this is considered a hot take, because I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I don't like Icewind Dale. Icewind Dale is boring, because I find Wulfgar boring. I don't like him. And the only thing about Canterbury that was at all interesting to me was the potential romantic interest with Drizzt. But then in Icewind Dale, Canterbury is with Wulfgar or marries him or some such or whatever, and I never got to the point where they explain how that works. So I'm like, how are you married to this guy when we all know you end up with this other guy? I don't know, but I don't. To me, Icewind Dale is nowhere near as interesting as the Homeland series. So I went back and started reading them a little bit. I have the giant paperback book that's Homeland, Exile, and Sojourn all together in one book. And then I have that same, like it's all part of a set or something. I have 4 of those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Drizzt books. But I've only read like 9 of them. But I still keep them because I think they're fun and I think it's cool and I think I should definitely keep them. I do like Dragon Age. I like Mass Effect too, but I've not read the physical books of Dragon Age. Or of Mass Effect, excuse me, if there are any. I think there are, though. Okay. God, I love this game so much. It's wild how much I can just keep... I mean, it's so simple to me, and I get the impression that this is very akin to, like, the early years of D&D, where it's like... I mean, if I remember correctly, or if I understand correctly, I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but if I understand correctly, the early days of D&D were like, okay, you're a group of people, okay, you're in a dungeon, all right, go through that dungeon. Like, it was like this. Like, there's a smidgen of premise, and then you're just playing the game. And there's something about the simplicity of that. There's something about the simplicity of just going through a dungeon and fighting monsters and getting loot. That's so appealing. You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Daggerheart at this point, system-wise. But, you know, and I understand that Shadow Dark is more akin to this kind of concept, but, yeah, it's just, yeah. Oh, a creepy shrine. Ooh, my memory says that's good. I don't know what it does, but my memory says that a creepy shrine is very good. Cryptic, divine, creepy. Oh, it just pluses 2 to strength. Okay, never mind. I wonder which one is the one that... Oh, Gloom. Gloom's the one that fills your whole inventory with gold, huh? I bet you that's the one. See, and I was writing a little notebook page the other day in my Minecraft world. It's my personal headcanon that the Minecraft world that I'm playing in, where I'm slowly rebuilding Tristram, is the vacant remains of Sanctuary after the Sin War finally, like, after all the angels and demons finally kind of canceled each other out. This vacant Minecraft world is like what's left over. Which is super fun. I bet you it's a Gloom shrine. There's one shrine that fills your whole gold with inventory. A weird shrine. I think a weird shrine is a dexterity bonus, if I remember. Let's see, keeps running to all this. When they came out with D2, there was a huge module, and that was official. It was, oh yeah, D2, and yeah. Well, when you think about a game like this, I mean, it's practically begging to have a... Well, that's like DOS 2. DOS 2 written... DOS 2 being Divinity Original Sin 2. DOS 2 was made by Larian Studios, the same guys that made Baldur's Gate 3. It's just DOS 2 came first. And when you go through and you play DOS 2, if you've ever played it, you'll realize that, oh, this is where BG3 came from. Like, as soon as you play it, you're like, ah, I get it. But they weren't confined by the 5e system construct. They can make their own system. That's why, you know, it when I made the Daggerheart to DOS 2 video and I talked about the initiative system with the 4 AP, so somebody commented on that and they go, oh, you put some DC 20 rules in here. And at first I didn't know what they were talking about because I was like, oh, okay, I referenced DC 20 once, I guess. And then later after hindsight, I went, oh, they were referring to the 4 AP when I said that. And the reason I didn't pick up on that when they commented it the first time was because the 4 AP comes from Divinity Original Sin 2, not DC 20. Like, DOS 2 did it first. And maybe somebody else did it first before that. I don't know. But point is that I wasn't thinking of DC 20 when I put that in there. I was thinking of Divinity Original Sin 2. So when you go through and you play that game, it is like, I mean, it is a TTRPG system in a video game. But there is no TTRPG system. It was just built as a video game. But that's what makes it translate to Daggerheart so readily, or to a TTRPG so readily. And when you think about it, the inspiration for the original Elder Scrolls, Julian LeFay, his whole thing was, I like D&D. I play D&D. I want to make D&D the video game. Diablo 1 is very much, you know, D&D the video game. I mean, a lot of the early video games were entirely centered around a D&D influence from the time. Yeah. Okay. Tangent over. Oh, yeah, that's what a Fountain of Tears. Oh! Fountain of Tears, +1 to random attribute, -1 to another random attribute. Oh, that's what it does. I forgot. I forgot that the different pools do different things. Random effect given by the shrines. Let's see. Town Shrine, Sparkling Shrine. I used to have my guide with me, but I lost it somewhere. But I think I know where it might be now. Weird Shrine. +1 max damage to all weapons in inventory. Okay. Yep, we're gonna do that. Ooh, hello, hello. Sword of Justice is swift and sharp. I love that we got 2 weird shrines in a row. Did those apply to the same bow? Oh yeah, 2 to 7. Those applied to the same bow. Oh yeah, sure, now I get a Staff of Holy Bolt. You know, when I'm not fighting Leoric anymore. Thanks, game. Appreciate that, game. Yeah, so many RPG games were built on the D&D concept, yeah. From way back in the day. Robert modules. Oh yeah, I never did play with Neverwinter Nights. I know I'm supposed to, but that one missed me. And part of the reason, you know, Aegis, you were talking about how you can't get into Morrowind. Part of the reason I can play this and play Morrowind is because, I mean, A, they're good games, but also because the nostalgia helps cover up the difficulties with the older game system concept. See, and back in D1, it was like, you know, you go through and you open every chest and you shoot in every barrel and all of that fun jazz. By the time you get to D3, you're running past barrels. You're not opening them. You're running past their copy. You're running past whole levels. Because D2 has those little like mini dungeons. Yeah, I run past those. Okay, so now we're gonna go down to level 5.
The smell of death surrounds me.
And now we are in a new map zone, everybody. And here is where we're gonna call the stream. Because I've got stuff to do. I've got a sister to play with. We're doing a DOS 2 run, and we do every Saturday. And I got to prep for introducing Aegis to Daggerheart later today. So we're going to call it here. This is a really good stopping point. Oh, look at that. Our down to level 6 is right next to our level. Wow, we're getting good map spawns. Oh, a secluded shrine. Ooh, good map spawns. Good map spawns. Oh, we're not going to touch that shrine. Oh yes, yes. We're gonna be playing. I will pass along your message, Aegis. I will tell Team Beth that you say hi. I'm still trying to convince her to join the Daggerheart game, but this is assuming that it runs more than like a couple of sessions. I don't know yet, but smaller group equals easier scheduling for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again for sure next week. I was going to do an additional stream this week, but didn't work out because I didn't have the room and the mic cleared to myself. So I'm hoping to make up for that this coming week. But of course, every time I say that, life gets in the way and it doesn't happen. So we'll see. But yes, thank you everyone so much for joining me for today's stream. I love this game so much, and I'm so glad you guys are along for the ride with me. I really appreciate it. And for sure, I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.